Yes, good morning. Today we discuss about next topic in biotechnology applications, which is gene therapy. Gene therapy. You know about first we will discuss about therapy, then we will go for gene therapy. What is a therapy? Therapy means which is treatment. Treatment of a disorder or a defect or infection is simply called as therapy. This treatment, that treatment or therapy is done in many ways, you know. The gene therapy is using the involvement of genes by using biotechnology, whereas normal therapy involves many ways, you know. What are the types of therapy we use? Like taking chemical medications like chemotherapy, physiotherapy, radiotherapy, like that different types of treatments of disorders or diseases are there. Among them, using genes with the help of biotechnology is a mode of treatment for diseases called as gene therapy. Okay, here genetic disorders they are treated with the help of gene therapy. For the treatment of genetic disorders, we can use the process of gene therapy. What is the process of gene therapy? First of all, what are genetic disorders? What are genetic disorders? Genetic disorders are developed due to defective genes. What are defective genes? Any gene is losing its functional activity due to mutation or any other reason. If a gene is losing its activity, then it is called as a defective gene. Suppose take example, defective genes are there, they develop abnormalities. Yes or no? Abnormalities or physiological changes or disorders are developed. An example to these disorders which are developed due to genetic defects: sickle cell anemia, phenylketonuria, thalassemia. Not only that, genetic disorders, I mean chromosomal syndromes are there. Down syndrome, Klinefelter, Cri-du-Chat, Edwards syndrome is there. Like that, different disorders are there which are hemoglobin. In the gene responsible for beta polypeptide or beta chain of hemoglobin, single nucleotide replacement like point mutation results in formation of abnormal hemoglobin, which is a sickled hemoglobin is developed that results in change that can be cured with the help of the gene therapy. What we are doing in gene therapy here is abnormal. Abnormal means here what you can say non-functional gene. One second, please. See here, defective genes are there. That defective genes which are causing a disorder, they are replaced. Defective genes are written like what? Non-functional gene. non-functional genes are replaced by what? Functional genes. That functional genes which are carrying normal physiological activity, they are placed in the place of non-functional genes, so that the genetic disorder will be overcome. Okay, the defective genes which are developed due to mutation or some any other errors of the replication, that genes are giving abnormal character or abnormal phenotype. Sickle cell anemia is an example to abnormal phenotype. So that abnormality is developed due to defect in the gene. That genes what are present here, they are removed in that place. Normal functioning gene is placed. We'll give an example also. Suppose here that hemoglobin HbS is developed due to what? Due to defect in which gene? Beta chain of hemoglobin. What is that beta chain of hemoglobin? Normally glutamic acid is present. That glutamic acid is replaced with valine, means that gives abnormal hemoglobin, which is sickled hemoglobin HbS. Okay, so beta chain is a protein peptide. This is a peptide. This peptide is encoded by a gene. So the mutation which is taking place in the gene that results in abnormal peptide, that is causing HbS. That is present in one person. Suppose if that beta chain gene is there, if we remove that non-functional beta chain or mutated beta chain, if that gene encoding for that beta chain is replaced with a functional gene, what happens? The newly producing hemoglobin beta chain has glutamic acid. Original amino acid will be present, so that HbS will become normal hemoglobin, which is HbA. Adult hemoglobin will be produced, which is normal hemoglobin will be produced. So defective gene is there, which is producing valine in 6th position. That gene we are removing and original gene we are replacing, so that in 6th position original glutamic acid will come. So that forms original hemoglobin. Like that we can do this gene therapies for the treatment of the genetic disorder in which non-functional genes are replacing with functional genes. That is gene therapy process. This gene therapy process is carried in two ways. Gene therapy is carried in two ways. Two types of gene therapy we can do. What are that two ways means? First one is somatic line gene therapy. Yeah. Somatic line gene therapy is one. Second one is germ line gene therapy. What is this somatic line gene therapy? Here, somatic cells are treated with the gene therapy. Here, somatic cells. Somatic cells means, from the body, the cells of the body where that defect is there. Somatic cells are body cells are treated. So what we are doing here? Functional genes are placed into body cells. Suppose this body cells may be organ cells or bone marrow cells. Suppose sickle cell hemoglobin. Sickled hemoglobin is produced by which type of cells? Bone marrow cells only. Because hemoglobin synthesis takes place in, it is present in RBC, RBC is being synthesized in bone marrow. So hemoglobin synthesis takes place in bone marrow. Okay. So the gene responsible for hemoglobin is also present in bone marrow, and it is responsible for formation of the abnormal hemoglobin, which is HbS. So if HbS is producing in bone marrow, that bone marrow cells are replaced. with normal hemoglobin, then problem will overcome. Yes or no? Bone marrow cells have gene responsible for hemoglobin production. Abnormal hemoglobin is producing by the bone marrow cells. So as a part of gene therapy, bone marrow cells we are collecting. Into that bone marrow cells, we are introducing a functional gene by removing non-functional gene. So as new bone marrow cells we are taking and inserting that functional gene, and that bone marrow cells again transplanted into same person. Now the bone marrow which is newly introduced, that bone marrow has functional gene. That functional gene expresses functional protein, normal hemoglobin. Problem is solved. But the problem is solved, but it is not a permanent cure. It is not a permanent cure, as it is not inherited. As it is not inherited, it will not give a permanent cure. In next generation, again the problem will come. Why? Because bone marrow cells or body cells, they are not involving in gamete formation. So during reproduction, the organism is treated with gene therapy and bone marrows are replaced. Problem solved in that person. When that person produces gametes for reproduction, that gametes which are produced, they have defective genes. That defective genes will be transferred to next generation. In next generation, the problem will reappear. Okay, so that in that case, we can do second way of gene therapy, which is germline gene therapy. This germline gene therapy is carried in germ cells. Bone marrow cells will also undergo cell division. They produce new cells.
Yes, sir. We have taken only a small quantity of Brahma and we have changed that one into the character. Already existing will be wrong only, sir.
Existing bone marrow replacement.
Entire.
That we have to do.
Okay.
That is possible.
That
is possible. Bone marrow replacement is possible. If we remove bone marrow and introduce this bone marrow, then only the problem will be fully solved. Otherwise, some part of old bone marrow is there that is producing abnormal hemoglobin only. New one is producing normal hemoglobin. In that case, some of RBC have HbS, sickled hemoglobin. They will be dying, and newly produced, new bone marrow is producing normal hemoglobin and normal RBC. They will be living for 120 days. But here problem is somehow solved, not fully. If entire bone marrow is not replaced, then some part of the new bone marrow only has new RBC. Okay, solved. Therapeued. What we did replaced. Replaced bone marrow is present in some bones only, means then some of the RBC have this normal hemoglobin. Okay, here something is better than nothing, like that. If entire bone marrow is replaced, problem is nothing. Second one is germline gene therapy. What is germline gene therapy means? Where gene therapy is carried in germ cells. This is carried in germ cells. What are the germ cells? Germ cells may be sperm cell or ova or zygote or early embryonic cells. Early embryonic cells or zygote cells or sperm cells or ova cells. If they are treated with gene therapy, then that type of therapy is called as germline gene therapy. This germline gene therapy, what we are doing here is, where non-functional genes are there, that non-functional genes are replaced with the functional genes in these gametes or zygote or early embryonic stages of the cells. See here, suppose the same sickle cell anemia is there, which is a defective disorder. For that defective disorder of sickle cell anemia, when gametes are produced, that gametes are collected. In that gamete, usually the beta chain gene is defective. That gene is replaced with normal functional gene. That normal functional gene, it is introduced into these cells by using a plasmid. That plasmid may be retrovirus mediated gene transfer, which is a transfection, or we can use micro injection method because animal cells do not have cell wall, or we can use transformation process also, like electroporation methods. So by using that methods, an rDNA molecule which is prepared by introducing normal functional gene of beta chain of hemoglobin, that vector is prepared now. That vector is introduced into these cells like sperm or ovum cells or zygotes. These cells means normally total cells will become okay. Suppose if this therapy is carried in early embryonic stages. Early embryonic stages means 2-celled, 4-celled or 8-celled stages are there. Okay. Suppose 4-celled condition is there, which is early embryonic stages. If we conduct this gene therapy in early embryonic stages, suppose 4-celled condition. In 4-celled condition, if we do gene therapy, if gene therapy carried in 2 cells, suppose in 2 cells, functional gene is not taken. In this case, what will happen? So some of the cells or organs which are formed from these 2 cells, they will get cured. Remaining cells may not get cured. They may be defective. But remaining organs may be defective. But for that zygote or ovum or sperm means no problem. Otherwise, if all cells of early embryonic stage are taking that functional gene means then also no problem. As germ cells are cured, it is inherited. It is inherited and it is a permanent cure, because as the genetic defect is there, that genetic defect we treated here. Genetic defect we overcome. Suppose one human being, a man has sickle cell anemic disorder. In that person or man, there is a defect where that gene for, recessive mutation, no, that one. So that is single point mutation, recessive. So that is defective and he is suffering with a sickle cell anemia. Wherever the sperms produced by that person has the same defect. So in that sperm, the gene is replaced with functional gene. So that new baby will not get a defect. That baby is safe means in next generation and next generation it will be not reappearing. So that is what we can say, it is inherited and it will not reappear in next generation. See an example for this gene therapy. First clinical gene therapy is carried in a 4-year-old girl named Ashanti De Silva. First clinical gene therapy. First gene therapy, which is clinical gene therapy, this is carried in 4-year-old girl named Ashanti, not Shantini, Ashantini. Ashanti De Silva on 14th September 1990. On 14th September 1990, first clinical gene therapy was conducted in 4-year girl. That means she might 38 years age now. Already 4 year old. 4 plus now 30. 34. Yeah. Died? Who told you? Okay. In 4-year-old girl, Ashanti De Silva, first clinical gene therapy was recorded. Here, this was done. I mean, first clinical gene therapy was done for a disorder called SCID, which is developed due to ADA deficiency. First, we will see what is ADA and how its deficiency is causing SCID disorder. If you see ADA is an enzyme which is called as adenosine deaminase. ADA is adenosine deaminase. This adenosine deaminase is an enzyme which is responsible for a process of converting toxic deoxyadenosine into non-toxic compound. See here, during synthesis or breakdown of DNA, during the synthesis or breakdown of DNA, there is a formation of a product. A product is formed. That product is deoxyadenosine. What is deoxyadenosine? Huh? Someone is saying? Yeah, correct only. What? Nucleoside. You told tide. It is nucleoside. How nucleoside is formed? A nitrogen base plus pentose sugar. Deoxy sugar plus adenine, they are combined, nucleoside is formed. This nucleoside deoxyadenosine, which is formed during the synthesis or breakdown of DNA, that is a toxic substance. This toxic substance is converted into non-toxin by an enzyme adenosine deaminase. ADA enzyme is converting deoxyadenosine toxic substance into non-toxic substance. Okay, see here, ADA is an enzyme. It is an enzyme means biochemically or chemically it is a protein. Protein is encoded by it is encoded by gene. Protein means it is encoded by a gene. So the gene which is responsible for this ADA, a defective gene of ADA enzyme causes deficiency of ADA, yes or no? The gene which is responsible for the production of adenosine deaminase, that gene is defective. Gene is defective means there is no formation of active adenosine deaminase enzyme. So this deficiency of ADA means that causes no conversion of deoxyadenosine into non-toxin. So toxic substance is not converted. So toxin will be accumulated. Accumulation of which one? Deoxyadenosine. Deoxyadenosine will be accumulated. That accumulation of deoxyadenosine finally causes proliferation of lymphocytes. That proliferation of lymphocytes is related to the immunity related problems, which is called as severe combined immunodeficiency. Severe combined immunodeficiency is developed. Here, due to accumulation of this toxic compound, which is deoxyadenosine in the lymphocytes or blood, that lymphocytes will got to proliferate and breaking down. So lymphocytes are breaking down means immunoglobulin will not be produced. Antibodies are majorly produced by lymphocytes only. Yes or no? Antibodies are produced by lymphocytes. So lymphocytes are proliferating and breaking, so that antibodies are not produced, so that immunity will fall down. That is what we can say severe combined immunodeficiency. So this severe combined immunodeficiency treatment can be given normally in two ways. Like gene therapy is one thing, another one is normal, another therapy. See here, injection of ADA enzyme we can give up. See here, for this treatment, first one is not visible. Treatment. First one is done like ERT, which is called enzyme replacement therapy. What is this enzyme replacement therapy? In enzyme replacement therapy, can I erase this? Please. Yeah. In enzyme replacement therapy, we can collect lymphocytes from the body of defective person. Lymphocytes are collected from affected person. Okay, that lymphocytes can be collected from the affected person. Then enzyme is introduced into that lymphocyte. We can add enzyme into the lymphocytes directly and placed back or transfused back into the person, same person. From one person who is suffering with this ADA deficiency, from that person, in lymphocytes only there is a deficiency of the enzyme. From that person we can collect lymphocytes. That lymphocytes are added with ADA enzyme what we prepared in laboratory. That ADA enzyme inserted lymphocytes are again placed back in the same person. Now ADA enzyme is available. ADA enzyme is available, so that deoxyadenosine will be converted into non-toxic, symptoms will be falling down. But it needs periodic infusion or periodic transfusion, infusion of enzyme at regular intervals. Because lymphocytes will be living for very short duration. Once we introduce that enzyme into lymphocytes and that lymphocytes are introduced into a person means up to the lifespan of that lymphocytes only enzyme is available. Once that lymphocytes are dead means then again same enzyme deficiency will become and again it leads to SCID. So this is somewhat not permanent. Second one is bone marrow. Bone marrow means bone marrow transfusion. I mean cells of bone marrow, are collected, replaced the gene and sent back into same person. In this case, bone marrow cells are collected. Into that bone marrow cells, the gene which is responsible for ADA enzyme, functional gene is inserted into the bone marrow cells, and that bone marrow cells again transplanted into same person. In this case, that cure is not inherited. The person only gets that ADA enzyme and SCID will be cured for that person only. Next generation again same problem will come. This cures in person but not inheritable. Next generation again will get same problem. So that third one we can do. What is that? Gene therapy. If gene therapy is done in germ cells, ADA gene is inserted into the germ cells. That means functional gene is inserted into germ cells. As functional gene is inserted into germ cells, it is inheritable. As it is inheritable, it is a permanent cure. So like this, gene therapy can done for genetic defects. Okay, this is for defective genes. Suppose if any recessiveness is needed, but it is showing dominance, what we can do? Suppose dominant characters are producing some defectives. Dominance means when a gene is undergoing expression, it will produce a protein. The gene is in recessive condition means no problem. But some dominant disorders are there. Due to expression of a gene, there is development of some genetic defects. For that, what we can do? We can silence the genes with the help of insertional inactivation methods. So, silencing of genes is carried. Silencing of genes. It is also a part of gene therapy. Silencing of genes is carried by oligo chains of deoxyribonucleotides. Some parts of DNA fragments like oligo-deoxyribonucleotide chains are inserted in the middle of the dominant genes, which we don't need. If unwanted characters are expressing and it is causing a genetic defect, means into middle of that gene, another oligo-deoxyribonucleotide chain is inserted that causes silencing of the genes. This silencing of genes is also a type of gene therapy. This is replacement of the gene. This is the silencing of the gene like insertional inactivation. Due to insertion of a small oligonucleotide chain in middle of a gene, that gene function is silenced. Okay? This insertional inactivation is similar to silencing of the genes. Silencing of the genes can be carried in case of dominant genetic disorders. Some dominant genetic disorders like DMD, Duchenne's muscular dystrophy. Duchenne's muscular dystrophy is a condition which is developed due to dominant condition. So the dominant condition is developed means that causes muscular dystrophy, even death also. Okay. So in that case, dominant expression we don't need means dominant genes are inactivated by inserting a new gene or a part of DNA into middle of that. That is silencing of the genes. Silencing of the genes is also a part of gene therapy. Okay, this is gene therapy. Yeah, enough for today. We'll continue in next session.